I want to explain the most accurate way to get an ADHD diagnosis for your child because there's so much misinformation out there and a lot of parents go overboard doing things they don't really need in terms of getting a diagnosis. The most effective way to make an ADHD diagnosis is to collect data from various people who see a child in their natural environment. So that would be parents, and if it's a two-parent family, each parent should fill out a rating scale separately. It should be teachers, it should be a coach, grandparents, daycare provider, whoever sees the child in these natural environments, because that way you're getting better context for understanding, are these symptoms presenting across the board or are they only presenting in certain situations? So that's really the most effective way to get an accurate diagnosis. And I want to let you know that that comes from physicians. That's just not my opinion. Now, people often think, well, don't I have to go to a psychologist or a neurologist or a neuropsychologist? The answer is no, because an ADHD diagnosis is not made through seeing a child in an office. Now, the times I would suggest somebody would go to a psychologist, an educational psychologist to be more specific, is if there's some concerns about learning or if you feel like you might need to rule out depression or anxiety, because a psychologist can screen for those things. A neuropsychological evaluation would be warranted in cases where there might be concerns about processing issues, learning issues combined with ADHD, or just really not a clear picture, but there's obviously some things going on in school that need to be parsed out. So that's when a neuropsychological evaluation would be done. But for most people, if you're concerned that your child has ADHD or you want to know the most accurate way to get a diagnosis is by getting the rating scales from your pediatrician and having different people fill them out like I suggested. Now, a lot of times what happens is pediatricians will make a diagnosis only getting feedback from parents, and that's not really an accurate way to make a diagnosis. So just keep that in mind. So it is totally fine if your pediatrician makes an ADHD diagnosis as long as they have collected data from people who see your child across different environments, okay? Hope this is helpful. I'll talk to you soon. Take care.